Hello guys, welcome to Cafe at Simplify, and we're diving in our lunch bite. Yeah, these short videos, I call them lunch bites. Listen as you take your lunch or as you are done, spare some time and listen. So this paper is for Makerere University Department of Economics Theory and Analysis, Introduction to Macroeconomics, mid-sem for 2024 last year. It was done on 9th March. And question 1 to 20, we are required to state whether true or false. Domestic product is the monetary value of all final goods and services produced in a year by all nationals of a country. We see that that is false. Why? Because GDP, gross domestic product, is not only by the nationals, but by all people who are within the country's boundary. So by all nationals makes it true. Number two, if there is an increase in the measured value of nominal GDP, then there is growth in the actual output of goods and services. And we see that it is false. Why? Nominal GDP does not include does not include the devaluation. While if it was real GDP, which adjusts to inflation, it was done which measures the actual output of goods and services. Then number three, to Keynesian theory, the economy is in equilibrium when leakages are equal to injections. According to Keynesian theory, the economy is in equilibrium when leakages are equal to the injections, and we see that that is true. Yeah, what they what they produce at last is all spent. That is the brief of this number. Like all what is spent is always equal to what has been produced. Those are the injections. One adds to the circular flow. Injections add to the circular flow of income, while leakages reduce the circular flow of income, like taxes. Disposable income is the difference. Disposable income is the difference between personal income and direct taxes, and we say that that is true. Disposable income is the difference between the income we've got and all other taxes, which we call direct taxes. Labor force participation rate is the percentage of adults in an economy who are either employed or unemployed and are looking for a job. Labor force participation rate is the rate of adults in an economy who are either employed or unemployed and are looking for jobs. And we say that is true. When we are considering labor force, we take the poor employed and those who are unemployed. But those who are unemployed should be actively looking for the job. Number 6, under classical model, unemployment greater than national rate of unemployment is impossible. There would only be voluntary employment. Under the classical model, unemployment greater than the national rate of unemployment is impossible. There would only be voluntary employment. We see that 6 is true. Why? In classical model, under this unemployment, they consider that there, since wages are sticky, there is no unemployment, that the excess labor will always find where to go, whereby the managers will reduce the wages. Whenever they reduce the wages, then these poor unemployed will be employed. Yeah, you can read more about this. So under this classical model, they believe there cannot be excess supply of labor. Like Yeah, I think we can rate this to the econ of political economics of last semester. So the efficiency wage theory aims at increasing wages, which can lead to an increased labor productivity. The efficiency wage theory aims at increasing labor, which can lead to increased labor productivity. We see that this is true. The efficiency wage theory argues that managers will increase the wages of workers so that they become more productive. Then number 8, an individual's supply curve will always be upward, upward sloping. An individual supply curve will always be upward sloping. And we see that this is true. Can check in the book and you see how the curve looks like for supply curve, but it is always upward sloping, portraying that. See if I can get this supply curve somewhere here and you take a look at it or you try to Google it. When I see it, I'm going to portray here the supply curve. So we see that the supply curve of money shows the relationship between the quantity of money supplied and the market. Supply curve. Supply curve. Number 9, the bartering system of trade was a total curse. We see that that is wrong. We see that the barter trade also had its advantages, like strengthening relationships. You know that all this person was there for me. It was easy to conduct, yeah, despite its other hand difficulties it encountered. Number 10, the store of value function of money remains solid irrespective of economic situation. We see that this is false. Reason being, money can lose value during inflation. So we cannot say the store of value function, because money is one of the functions is to store value. We cannot say that it remains constant in all situations. Number 11, currency and money are simply two sides of the same coin. We see that this is false. Why? Because currency differs from money. However, all currency is money, but not all money is currency. What am I meaning? Money is anything that has been legal, legalized to for transactions. Yeah. So money can be in form of gold, even if it's a mark like how I lecturer illustrated last time, and it has been legalized. Yeah. That that becomes money. However, that is not currency. Why? Because currency is only in paper form or coins. Yeah. So they are not one and the same. Fiat money becomes legal tender by decree. We see that that is true. Fiat money is one which is without intrinsic value. Yeah, like paper money. It has no value in it. That paper is not gold or silver, but by by legislature, it has been designated to serve as money. Money is similar to final goods. Money is similar to final goods. Actually, this one I'll leave you to decide. It is either sided. Don't know. Money is not a final good. Why? Because final goods can be consumed, one money cannot be consumed. Final goods are used in production, and money can be used in production. So that is upon you to decide. However, money still can be used as final good that can be used to purchase other things like final goods. Yeah. So you can choose or you can consult from the lecturer. John Keynes is considered to be the founder of macroeconomics, and we see that that is true. A very severe recession is known as a depression. That is true. When a recession is severe, it becomes a depression. Keynes does not believe in government intervention in an economy because this would distort the level of output and employment. So that is false. He actually advocated for government intervention. So here I had some explanation. I'm going to put this in the link and download and see how I did this, especially for this number which need a calculation. Calculation, yeah, this one is out of L, then times 100. We're going to see this out of L, then times 100. So we come to the last part of it. I don't know if I included that. Yeah, it is at the start. It is at the start. Number 17, the issues of unemployment rate. The issues of unemployment rate, inflation, and economic growth and balance of payment can be examined more efficiently using microeconomic models. We see that that is false. Why microeconomic models look on individual firms, not these general terms or variables affecting the economy as a whole, like inflation, unemployment, economic growth. Number 18, macroeconomics deals with the behavior and performance of an economy as a whole. We see that that is true. Macro deals with the behavior and the performance of an economy as a whole. Number 19, after COVID-19 pandemic, macroeconomics has become a very irrelevant tool in understanding the working of a complex economic system. After COVID-19, macroeconomic has become a very irrelevant tool in understanding the working of a complex economic system. We see that this is false. Even after even after COVID-19, we see the markets going through. We see that market self auto correction refused, and then to the government has come in to influence prices. Right? A business cycle generally comprises of expansion, the peak, recession, and the trough, and all these phases are limited by only one specific sector of the economy. We see that ever true that the business cycle comprises of the expansion, the peak, recession, and the trough. These phases are not limited to one specific sector of the economy. Yeah, so it is false. Yeah, we come to these last ones. Yeah, 8, yeah, 20, yeah, 10. It says the length of the phase of a business cycle is indefinite. We see that the answer here is a true. The length of each business cycle is considered indefinite because there is no specified time for each business cycle phase. Like for each phase, there is no definite time which has been designated for it. That's why we say that it is indefinite. Then two, macroeconomics focuses on four of the following groups, except farms, households, consumer utility. Then this was government, and then the rest of the world. So that macroeconomics focuses on four, except this consumer utility because it is on an individual basis. Yet it always examines the economy as a whole. Which of the following is not a phase of circular flow? Production phase, growth phase, expenditure phase, and the last one is incognito. I cannot see it here, but production phase, growth phase, expenditure phase, I don't know what this one is. Income. This looks like income phase. Actually, the following is not a phase of circular flow income. When we have production, expenditure, we don't have growth phase anywhere. So I don't know what this one is. But market income would be, but growth phase, I don't see it there. So I would go with B here. Which of the following is the correct term for saturating national income at constant price? So it's that at constant price, that is always real income. Yes. Then to adjust GDP from market prices to factor costs, what should we do? Actually, this number always view it in this way. Whenever we have calculations or whenever we need to adjust from market prices to factor or from factor to market, here is what you should have in mind. Imagine that the market price means goods are already in the market. And what happens when goods are already in the market? That means taxes have already been imposed and subsidies were given. Anything to be on the market, it means if the government was to give subsidies, it has already given because now the good is in the market. So now, when we say to factor cost, it's like we are reversing, we are taking back the actions. That means if you are to take back a good which is in the market to its production process or in the farm, that means you want to remove what was given. The government has already imposed the taxes on it, so we deduct taxes. The government already gave this product or a good subsidy, so we also remove the subsidies. So we deduct taxes and subsidies. That should be the same thing if you are taking it from factor cost to market prices. If it is factor cost that it is at the factory, what should be done for it to reach the market or to be on the market? The government would add taxes and would also add subsidies. Yeah. Now this number here, let me add another window and we calculate it together. So this number is saying if unemployment rate is 6.2%, if unemployment rate is 6.2%, and the number of people employed is 200,000, then labor force is approximately one of these. So how do we calculate this? We are saying if unemployment rate is 200,000, okay, this is unemployment rate. If unemployment rate is 6.2, and then the number of people employed is this. The question wants us to find 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 then find the labor force. If unemployment rate is 6.2, the number of people employed is this, then find the labor force. So how do we find that? We know very well that unemployment rate, which is 6.2%, yeah, always equals to the people who are unemployed, yeah, out of labor force. But we will still let but these people who are unemployed, but this labor force here has people who are employed and the people who are unemployed altogether. This labor force has people who are employed. It has the 2,000 who are employed and those who are not employed. Labor force is the number of people who are willing to get to work, whether they are employed or unemployed. So unemployed people are those people whereby so we select the labor force PL. So the unemployed means we will have L, the labor force, minus the 2,000, which are employed. That means when we get the labor force minus the 2,000, which are employed, that means we are getting the number of what? Who are unemployed. I hope we are at par. Okay. So out of this, what they are saying the unemployed rate is 6.2%. Okay. So that means we are supposed to convert this 6.2 into percent and it becomes 0. What? 0.062. Yeah, and I believe from here we can also solve this simple math. So we already this means we are having 0.062. This L times this becomes L equals to this side equals to L minus the 2000. Yeah, and you guys are doing from here to 2000. Yes, I wanted to put K to imply these three zeros. That means this L comes here and we get a negative L equals to a negative. When you subtract here, you get negative 0 point something. So you can always solve that. So negative will divide by negative and the negative will cancel, okay? When this L comes this side. And so when we divide, we will land to something like 2001, 2.219. Yeah, I've already calculated this. You can try it out. And yeah, you will land on something similar to this answer. 213 actually. And we are left with only 2 questions to complete. They're saying according to the classical model, unemployment cannot be eliminated through government intervention. Unemployment can be eliminated through fiscal and monetary policies. Unemployment can be eliminated through fiscal and unemployment. Okay, according to the classical model, cannot persist because wages would rise to eliminate excess supply of labor. Then cannot persist because wages would fall to eliminate excess supply of labor. Yeah, this is what I was explaining initially. Some number for true or false that in the classical model, when it comes to unemployment, cannot have excess supply. Why? Because we believe that wages will fall. When wages fall, then that excess supply will also be employed. So the answer is D. Number 8, which of the following is a reason for sticky wages? Fiscal policy, monetary policy, aggregate demand, and long-term contracts. And the answer is long-term contracts. Why? Because contracts have been made and so wages will remain fixed. Yeah, you can read about other reasons why for sticky wages, like the efficiency wage, some others, and more others. Yeah, minimum wage, which has been set, and so on. Which of the following, second last, which of the following was a significant limitation during barter trade? And we see that here the answer is high bulk versus low value. Something will be heavy, but when it has low value. Unlike today, you can find somebody has 10 million just in the pockets. I remember the lecturer illustrated that can walk with their 10 million with you. Unlike before. Which of the following is or are essential qualities of good money? And we see that imperishability, true, and homogeneity, true. None of the above is wrong, so the answer is C, both A and B. And so, guys, thank you so much. Kindly remember to share and subscribe. I'm going to leave this in the download. Bye bye.